try this again. Hi everyone, it's Nat. I'm a horse witch, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. Today is going to be a little bit of a check-in. I've had this channel now for almost 6 months. I have now been full-time into my witchy craft for about 8 months, and I apologize. Kody always chooses the minute I start filming to play with his toys. So if you can hear that in the background, I apologize. Just know that he is having fun in the background where you can't see him. So I wanted to talk briefly to the camera I'm going to talk to the camera a little bit, and then I'm going to do an altar tidy. I need to clean up my altar because I'm going to do some more tarot walkthroughs, which nobody seems to watch, but that's okay. I like doing them for me. So I've been trying through this channel to experiment with different things and see what people like to watch. I have not found any discernible pattern as of yet. So this is going to be another experiment. I'm just going to talk to you candidly, and by you I mean the 4 people that regularly watch my channel. I will admit I am beginning to get a little frustrated with YouTube. I can't seem to crack the algorithm. My channel is growing, but very slowly. So I haven't figured out what people want to see. And so I've just kind of been doing what I think people want to see. And I'm going to stop doing that. So it's just going to be whatever I feel like doing for a while. And if people like that, great. And if people don't like that, I don't know what to tell you. You're not going to watch my channel anyway. So here we are, and I'm 6 months into this YouTube journey, and I am 8 months into witchcraft. And one of the videos I really wanted to do at the beginning of the year was, what my practice was going to look like in 2025. It's really hard to do that when you're a new witch and you don't really have a practice. So my practice is literally just me doing things, trying things out, trying different things. I had a session with Kellyanne Maddox, and this is not a promotion of her in any way, but she is becoming part of my practice in that I am looking to her for guidance in my spiritual path as a witch. And as what I was really looking for is I wanted someone that I could be accountable to and talk to like a therapist if needed. And so I wanted to talk to someone who knew tarot and knows witchcraft, and I can also talk to about my daddy issues and mommy issues and sister issues and all of the issues. And Kellyanne is that person for me in this moment. And so she challenged me to a few things that I will be kind of talking about. And so I just wanted to kind of check in, and some topics I'm going to cover include where I am in my spiritual practice, what's drawing me in witchcraft right now, what am I interested in, and frustrations with the YouTube algorithm and channel. And it's probably going to be kind of a name droppy episode. Not that, hello, not that I am promoting these people, but just because they're who I watch, that they're the content that I'm I'm absorbing and taking in and watching. And so they are influencing my spiritual practice right now. And I think it's important for me to talk about that. I am a new witch, and this channel was supposed to be kind of learn with me and follow my journey as a new witch and the things that I am doing. The way I'm experiencing witchcraft in the world right now is not going to be the same way for every new witch or every practiced witch or anybody in particular other than myself. So if there are certain topics you want me to speak on, or if there are things that I've done that you want to see more of, please let me know. I'd be happy to do that. So far, I've enjoyed almost every video that I've made. The one that really surprised me the most was the invasive herbs and witchcraft. I thought that was going to do a lot better than it did. I think probably it's very much an American problem of trying, especially a white American problem, of trying to connect with the land and nature in a way that honors the fact that this land isn't ours. And so by using naturalized plants, invasive plants, and plants that aren't from here, I honestly thought that would get a lot more traction. I'm going to be honest. That is how I've been utilizing those things out of my garden. Although my spellcraft has been very minimal lately, I've been diving more into tarot, and I think that is in my quest to kind of work on myself and build my spirituality. Tarot is a great tool for that. Tarot is a really good mental health tool, actually, to kind of dig into things that are bothering you, different issues you may not be aware of, etc. So that is why I've been doing so many tarot walkthroughs. There's going to be probably a tarot walkthrough before you see this video. I did get the Unbridled Spirit Tarot, which is a new deck by Llewellyn, and there are very few walkthroughs on YouTube. And so I kind of want to capitalize on that. Gordy, stop it. Thank you. So anyway, I'm going to set up my tripod to focus on my altar, and I'm going to do an altar tidy and kind of talk about some of the things that I have discussed in this head talking video. You're going to see a lot of my midsection and my bottom, unfortunately. So this is going to be a trial for me on like putting things that I am self-conscious about on display, including not really my altar. I'm not really self-conscious about it, although it is very messy right now and I need to clean it off because I film my tarot walkthroughs on there. So without further ado, let's get started. So one of the things Kellyanne challenged me to do, not challenged me, challenge is the wrong word. My homework, we'll use the word homework. My homework is to think about my witchcraft and spirituality. I realize that those are two different things for some people. I think for me, they're kind of intertwined. And as I put things back, I'll talk about what they are. And that homework was to think about witchcraft and spirituality and what I believe in as a witch. I believe in land back. I believe in trans rights. I believe in punching fucking fascists in the face. I don't believe in the current American administration. I believe in our Constitution. And so all that has nothing to do with witchcraft. But those beliefs are foundational into who I am as a human being. And I think that is important when it comes to spirituality and witchcraft, because I think those things shape who you are as a witch. Isha has had a wonderful series on on their channel about the unfortunate goings on in the UK regarding trans rights and things like that. They're also very outspoken about genocide in Gaza. Unfortunately, that was one of the things that kind of tanked our elections here in the United States. And I will never, ever, ever forgive the people who either didn't vote because Harris didn't come out and speak out against genocide, or they voted third party, or they voted for Trump, because guess what? Any aid we were sending to Gaza is now gone, and Donald Trump is going to build a hotel there and kick out all the Palestinians. And the people that I have talked to about this who stand by their reasoning not to vote or not to vote for Harris for any reason is that the Palestinian suffering is now on display, and you can't do anything but admit that it's inhumane, which I think removing any American aid and any hope of peaceful talks is really the most inhumane thing to me. You traded in an administration that was going to do the best they could for the Palestinian people while also maintaining a relationship with Israel, and replaced it with someone who is pro-Zionist and absolutely going to bend over and take it up the ass by Bibi. So congratulations. I hope you're happy. Did I anticipate that this was going to go that way? Or did I anticipate that this, when I started talking, did I anticipate this was going to be an anti-genocide rant? No, I did not. This is why I use a script. I don't know. Nobody views my channel anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. I think back to Isha's video, people who are either not anti-genocide and people who are pro J.K. Rowling can't be witches. And Kellyanne, this was one of the things I struggled with in one of her recent videos. She did a video on the same topic about how like right-wing witches are still witches. I kind of have to lean more toward Isha's view in that they're not. The foundation of witchcraft is counterculture and doing things that are right because they're right, not necessarily because they're law or anything like that. And so if for me it's really a struggle. Like, I can't take witches who believe in Harry Potter and have their sorting houses or whatever, and I just can't take them seriously. Like, you see J.K. Rowling, she actively makes money off of any mention of Harry Potter and all of the merchandise and everything like that. And you still, I understand that as millennials, that was foundational to our childhood and Gen Z as well. Harry Potter was foundational to our childhood. You took a misfit kid who was living in a closet and he turned into being one of the most famous and powerful wizards in this fictitious world. But knowing J.K. Rowling and knowing all the anti-Semitism she put into her books and all of the blatant racism that we can, as adults, recognize, and you still support her, fuck you. Seriously. And I just can't with that. I really can't. That's something that's important to me. Making sure people of any gender identity or non-gender identity, if you just say, nope, gender is a social construct and I am not conforming to that, and opt to not have a gender at all, or being non-binary or any aspect of that, you're valid and you deserve to be treated as a human being. You deserve the same rights as a cis-het person. Full stop. You deserve to have access to gender affirming care and healthcare. And another rant I want to go on, but is not any relationship to witchcraft, is that dental care is healthcare. But that's a rant for another day and is in no way related to witchcraft. The fact that we have dental insurance and health insurance in the United States is a scam. Health insurance, period. Healthcare, period, in the United States is a scam. So the things that I believe as witches, every living thing has existence. I don't want to say a soul. I don't want to say a spirit. It has existence. It lives. It grows. It is sentient in some way, shape, or form. Does that transfer for me to inanimate objects? I'm not sure. Am I an animist? I'm not sure. What am I sure about? Nothing. When it comes to witchcraft, I'm not sure about anything. I'm 6 months into this journey. I have no idea whether I'm coming or going. I am just absorbing everything I possibly can and trying to be a good person while I do it. And I think that's just it, right? Like everything I do with the intention that I am not unintentionally harming someone. Have I thrown a few people in the freezer to shut them the fuck up? Absolutely. Does that harm them in any way? No, it just keeps my name out of their mouths. So when it comes to witchcraft, where am I going in 2025? I don't know. My current rabbit hole is tarot. And how long am I going to stick with that? I don't know. I don't know anything, you guys. I really don't. I am just here existing on this planet, and I'm getting frustrated now that I'm making this video because every single answer to a question is I don't know, which is a valid answer, I would like to say. It is okay not to know things. I need paper towels. I did not prepare in advance. Usually I use kind of a magical spray. Right now I'm just using a watered down mixture of castile soap. Ooh, here, I don't need a paper towel. I can use a rag that I can wash, and that is eco-friendly. Do I believe that we need to do our best for the environment as witches? Yes, absolutely. That includes not using AI in witchy spaces. Do I have an AI tarot deck? Yes, I do. It was a gift. I actually received it twice. My two best friends know me very well. And nowhere in the description did it state it was an AI deck. After receiving it, it became very clear. Do I still use that deck? Absolutely. The damage has already been done. The AI has already been used. It has already been printed. The worst thing in the world I could do for the environment at this point is to throw it away. Why not use it? I'm going to use it until it wears out, and then I will probably repurpose it into some kind of art project. Which, anyway, it is what it is. Witchy people who use AI in witchy spaces are getting bullied, and I fully support that. I know of one individual that is no longer on Blue Sky, and good riddance. I just don't believe, ow, Jake's candle is hot. I just don't believe in using technology that is going to wreck the earth. Now, if that technology was used as it was intended to help people, as in early detection cancer models, do I support that use of AI? Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything that is going to make humanity's suffering less on this planet, I think the good outweighs the bad. But using it to make cartoon characters of yourself, or using it for art stealing, which any AI art is, unless you're fully training your model on your own, I don't agree with. There is an AI model, and they trained this model themselves, etc., that my friend had shared on Blue Sky, and they are using it to, they hook up the probes to trees, and by using language, their own trained AI, they can actually listen to the trees, and it translates it into human language. I think that is super cool. But again, they're not stealing from people. They trained this AI model themselves and inputted the data, and now they're using it. ChatGPT has stolen so many books, art, videos, movies. I mean, it is just exhausting. And the cost the environment is paying for you to create a cartoon character is not worth it. It is not worth it. Is there AI in algorithms and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook? Yes. But I am not willingly engaging in those. You would argue that I'm willingly doing it by posting videos on YouTube. This is just a media source. I have no control over how YouTube utilizes AI in their platform. So it becomes, is the payout worth the environmental impact? Is it worth it for people to be able to connect with one another and have media and consume content on channels or via channels that are not state mandated media? I think that's incredibly important. And as America crashes at an astronomical rate toward fascism, YouTube and other forms of social media that are not owned by Musk or Meta or Google. YouTube's owned by Google, but they've been not great, but not kissing the ass, is going to be super important. It's going to be so important. We are not going to be able to rely on our news media, especially as they are currently caving to the Cheeto in chief. And I am speaking about NPR being defunded. I am speaking about 60 Minutes, the director or producer stepping down. And 60 Minutes is one of the last forms of hard-hitting journalism we have on primetime television. So I think it's going to be really important. And full stop. So those are some of the things I believe in. I'm struggling with everything. I'm finding comfort in tarot and learning tarot. My altar is now cleanish. And I'm going to put stuff back on it. So these are magical oils that, this is from Inked Goddess Creations. This is from Inked Goddess Creations. This is from the Scarlet Halo here in Placerville. And these are room sprays, but I use them as personal fragrance. I like doing that. It is pleasing without being overwhelming to the senses, etc. And that doesn't go there, that goes here. And that, here's a random Buckeye and a pen. This is money rice that I am getting ready to do a money bowl with. I have to make a Kyle payment that is larger than what I've been making. And I have some valuable tack for sale that I need help selling. So I'm going to give it a magical nudge. This is a love spell that I did. It did not work as of yet. So that is a bust. I might be forever alone, which is fine. Candle holder. This was given to me by a friend. This is a mini altar for Primal Eros, which is his patron deity, and he thought Eros could help me with my forever alone problem. I just got it, so Eros and I have not had a conversation yet. This is a shell I found on the beach last week, and I liked it, and it's going on my altar. My little pyrite horse, a shark tooth from the same friend, my moss agate point, rocks, witches love fucking rocks. All right, here are my offering dishes for Hecate, or Hecate. All of them are correct, by the way. It doesn't matter how you pronounce it. Depending on who I've been listening to, I will use all three interchangeably. And this is something that has great meaning to me, so it stays on my altar. I'll put that there. Light some more incense. So in summary, YouTube is frustrating me. I have no idea what I'm doing as a witch. Does that mean I'm any less committed or anything? No, it just means I'm literally out here in the world just fumbling my way through things. Do I know what my witch's path is? No, absolutely not. Do I need to? No, absolutely not. Is it totally okay if I just wing this shit by the seat of my pants? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is genocide bad? Yes. Is Trump bad? Yes. Does anyone watch my channel? No. What else? Where am I going to go with the rest of 2025? I have no idea. It's going to involve tarot though. What does my spellcraft look like? Non-existent, except I'm trying to come up with a money bowl to sell some shit so I can make a Kyle payment. How is Kyle? Kyle is skinny and looks awkward, and I'm not sharing pictures of him online right now because someone will call the ASPCA on me. He is currently a healthy growing foal. He'll be a yearling next month, but he is not cute or handsome right now. He looks not good. And that is something we're actively remedying. I am having Jake flashbacks. And if you are not aware, Jake was Kyle's full brother who decided one day to exit stage left from this existence. He regularly, though, makes himself known in my videos. So if you see an orb, that's Jake. So anyway, Jake died at 2.5, and I signed a contract for his full brother Kyle, and I'm currently paying him off 50 cents at a time. And for my personal mental health and well-being, I need to throw more money at him. Not that his breeder has asked me to, but like I said, for my own mental health and well-being, I need to pay her at a more accelerated rate than what is currently allowed by my paycheck. So here it is. I'm going to go film my next video. If you regularly watch my videos, thank you. I really appreciate it. My shirt says I'm mostly love and light and a little go fuck yourself. So I think that is appropriate for a witch. And to those of you who deserve love and light, I hope you get love and light. To those of you who deserve to go fuck yourselves, go fuck yourselves. Thank you for tuning in. There's going to be a big blooper reel at the end of this one. I can just tell, and my sister is calling me. So I'm signing off. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And I don't have my microphone on. Gordon. Thank you. Stop it. He's now looking at me indignantly. Hey. That, oh, thank you. Really? No, that's not going to work. Just kidding. This is going to be interesting editing. The blue jay outside my window. Picking up fluff. Anyway, see, the editing on this video is going to be fun. It's going to take me a really long time, and there's going to be bloopers. Woo! I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm Italian. talk with them. But that makes editing harder. So anyway, some topics I'm going to cover is some topics I'm going to cover